What celebrity would you want to hook up with if you could? Anyone in the world that you haven't already hooked up with?
I don't really have anybody. Like, I don't have anybody on my...
Because you've hooked up with all of them?
No, that's not why. Just, like, I'm not really, like, a celebrity chaser.
Did Kim Kardashian also get rejected by Drake? Kim is back on the hunt for a new man, and it looks like she set her sights on none other than her ex-husband Kanye's nemesis Drake. Kim was recently spotted at Drake's concert vibing and singing along to a song that sampled her voice, and it couldn't have been more obvious that she was begging for Drake's attention. However, it looks like not even Drake is interested in Kim anymore, and since he's allegedly already been there and done that, he's no longer paying any mind to Kim's antics. In fact, Drake recently subtly shaded her when he said that famous women are lame and he'd rather get down with a regular girl. So does Drake really believe that Kim is desperate for him? Or is she once again trying to poke the bear and antagonize Kanye? Let's break it down. Kim Kardashian is getting dragged for being down to date Drake after she was spotted at his show doing the most to attract his attention. Now, this wouldn't have been such a big deal if Kim and Drake already didn't have a messy history of romance and cheating scandal, which Kim always denied. While Kim was still married to Kanye, multiple people, including Drake himself, dropped hints that Drake went there before Kanye. And while Kim claimed these rumors were false, it looks like now that Kanye stopped paying attention to her, she's desperately trying to stir the pot again. To give you some context, rumors about Kim and Drake hooking up have been around for years, and at one point the rumors got so loud that Kanye had to intervene and confront Drake for fueling these speculations. Back in 2018, reports appeared in the media suggesting that Kim might have been unfaithful to Kanye with Drake or hooked up with Drake just shortly before she started dating Kanye. Even Nick Cannon, who by the way has also hooked up with Kim in the past, mentioned in an interview that the idea of Kim and Drake getting busy isn't exactly far-fetched. Nick explained that there's something really personal that Drake holds over the Kardashian family, and Kanye was probably worried that Drake would spill the beans on his affair with Kim.
What did you think of Kanye ending the Drake and Pusha feud with that tweet?
That was whack. I was so into...
I think Drake smashed Kim K, no cap.
Come on, man. Let's stay on topic.
That ain't that far off of a concept. Like, why would we not saying the obvious?
This is as a fan, just stepping back. There's something real personal Drake holds over that whole family that he like, y'all don't want me to let this out.
Exactly. And I always think about it. Who does Kanye West care about in the world beside himself?
I was thinking the same.
Okay. My assumptions based on the record.
There's something over there.
But wait, who actually had the better diss track? These two have never been able to agree.
If we just gonna go for it, Drake's song was better. Drake's movement, the rollout was better. But Pusha
the invoice,
all of that. yeah. But Pusha came at his neck like a rapper. And Drake didn't come back like a rapper. So therefore, to me, Pusha won.
By the way, when DJ Academic shared this clip on his Instagram, he claimed in the caption that Drake was planning to expose his affair with Kim on a diss track directed at Pusha T. But the track never dropped because Pusha pretty much obliterated Drake with the story of Adidon. Let's keep it 100, Academics wrote. We all believed that Drake was gonna expose that he smashed Kim Kardashian on that diss song to Pusha T that never dropped. Don't tell me I'm the only one who thought this. Well, me and Nick. Back then, there were also rumors suggesting that Kanye had intervened with Pusha to put an end to his feud with Drake out of fear that Drake would start talking about Kim. And while Drake didn't drop the rumored diss track that was supposed to expose his affair with Kim, he continued to throw subliminal shots at Kanye and made references to his affair with his wife. In July 2018, Drake dropped the track In My Feelings, and fans speculated that the Kiki mentioned in the song was Kim, because Kim previously said her sisters gave her the nickname Kiki. Kanye was also convinced Drake was talking about Kim, and he went on IG Live blasting both Drake and Nick Cannon for fueling rumors about his wife.
First of all, I want to address Nick Cannon. Like, I understand that you used to date my wife, but you know, you get in an interview, don't mention my wife. If someone brings my wife up, you say, hey, I respect that man, I'm not speaking on that. Don't be making no suggestions like nobody my wife. The fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you my wife and you're not saying nothing and you carrying it like that, that don't sit well with my spirit. You know, if I had a girlfriend from Chicago, her name was Renita, and then you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song called Riri. So when you're like, oh, I don't know where it come from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that come from. Don't make no record with nothing that could be confused.
Meanwhile, Kim decided to break the silence on speculations about her and Drake, and she commented on a video shared by The Shade Room in which DJ Academics and Nick Cannon insinuated that Drake hooked up with her. Never happened, end of story, Kim wrote. However, after Kim filed for divorce from Kanye, Kardashian sources reignited the conversation about Kim and Drake, seemingly trying to antagonize Kanye. One source close to Kim told Heat magazine at the time that Drake was desperate to date Kim and was patiently waiting until she dumped Kanye to make his move. Drake could never understand what Kim saw in Kanye. He was saying for years how he wasn't the right guy for Kim, and it would all end in tears, the source said, adding that Drake was surprised it took Kim so long to realize that Kanye wasn't a good match for her. The insider also claimed that Drake started messaging Kim the moment it became clear that the divorce was inevitable. He's ready to see her whenever she says the word. Basically, he's confident that it'll happen fairly soon, the source added. However, reports later emerged that it was Kim who planted these stories about Drake being obsessed with her in an attempt to make Kanye jealous. And while Drake had no real interest in Kim, he did have an interest in provoking Kanye, since we all know that Drake has a huge chip on his shoulder, and he's still convinced Kanye helped Pusha T expose him for being a deadbeat dad. So Drake, being his usual messy self, decided to sample a clip from the Kardashians in which Kim talked about her divorce from Kanye and used it in his track Search and Rescue. The audio was taken from a 2021 Keeping Up with the Kardashian episode in which Kim talked to her momager Kris Jenner about the moment she realized she had to file for divorce and prioritize her happiness.
I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy.
When Search and Rescue dropped, many fans speculated that Drake was trying to stir the pot again. However, by that time, Kanye had already moved on from the drama and didn't even bother to respond. As for Kim, she didn't initially react to the track either. However, since Kim has already been getting really desperate lately to find a new man and raise her publicity, it looks like she's now trying to reignite those old rumors about her and Drake. On Sunday, August 13th, Kim attended Drake's concert in Los Angeles with her sister Kendall, Kendall's boyfriend at the moment, Bad Bunny, and for some reason, Chloe's ex Tristan Thompson, who also tagged along while Chloe was nowhere to be seen. A cringe video later went viral showing Kim screaming the words to the Search and Rescue sample at Bad Bunny, and fans couldn't help but notice that Kim looked like she was trying way too hard. And here's the same video from another angle where you can clearly see how embarrassed Bad Bunny was for Kim. But get this, as hard as Kim tried to get Drake's attention, Drake ended up snubbing her and didn't even want to look at her on his way backstage. One clip from the concert showed Kim leaning over with the biggest smile on her face and staring at Drake, but he just walked right past her without skipping a beat. Meanwhile, Drake also recently made it clear he's no longer interested in dating famous women, and he said that if he decides to settle, it'll be with someone regular.
It doesn't have to be someone famous. It could be like.
That does.
Why?
You're not gonna marry someone that's not famous.
Of course, I probably will end up marrying somebody that's not famous. Famous people really aren't that. Aren't that anything. They're not that intriguing.
They're not that anything.
Also on his recent collab track with Travis Scott titled Meltdown, Drake raps, "I'd love to F on a regular bitch. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my D." Fans are also saying that this can definitely be applied to Kim, since she's really doing the most lately to get any famous man's attention. She's proving to Kanye he was right about her wanting Drake, one fan said. It's embarrassing. And another fan commented, "All the men out here know Kim is desperate. No one is feeling the vibe. She wants to use them so everyone will think that she is with someone." But what do you make of all of this? Do you think that Kim is really trying to date Drake, or is she doing all of this for attention? Comment down below, and don't forget to check out this next video.